Hello, Morrowind world. My Morrowind here with an exciting new installment of my Morrowind. I'm here in Keening City, in the Keening City mod, of which I have a copy of that doesn't seem to exist anywhere on the web any longer. I don't know.
Keep moving, scum.
If I can find one, I'll drop a link down in the description. But until then, I wanted to show you. Actually, this video is going to be about how to alter mods, how to create mods. Because if you're taking a look at my my FPS up there, for whatever reason, Keening is incredibly laggy. I mean, you know my specs, and this is not good. So why is it like this? It's because I've got Morrowind Comes Alive. Okay, you guys are all talking way too much. I'm gonna stand right over here. Annoying NPCs. So, anyway. Keening City requires Morrowind Comes Alive, which is a mod that adds a bunch of random NPCs that don't have names. They might be
Annoying Outlanders.
Commoners. What do they have? Here's a commoner. They have knights, mages, lay sister. It's just like randomly generated NPCs that there's a nobleman. But anyway, all these NPCs cause a lot of lag, like really bad lag. I'm getting like frame drops down in the 30s. It's pretty bad. So what can we do about that? If you have a mod that, you know, there are aspects of it that you don't like. It doesn't necessarily have to be NPCs. It could be anything. How do you change that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit. And first and foremost, what you need to do is here's Morrowind Comes Alive. You need that for Keening. And, you know what? Keening is actually on Nexus, or at least, you know, the setup is there, but there's no files. You have to go to this website to get it, but none of the links on the website work. So, in any case, yeah, wherever you can find it, let me know. I'll keep looking for it. I don't remember where I got it. I got it on some other website like a long time ago that just doesn't exist anymore. So, but in any case, Keening needs Morrowind Comes Alive. Otherwise, you know, all the players, their heads are going to be invisible. You also need this. So this is TES3CMD. So you're going to come down here, get the Windows version. I'm using Windows if you're using Windows. And then you click on this, download it. And what's going to happen is it's going to come into your downloads, right? Right here, TES3M. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the Elder Scrolls multiplayer. That's something else. I don't know exactly where my TES. Anyway, I had it in here, but what I did was, this is the file. Let me show you. TES3CMD. TES3MP. That's something completely different. Don't get those confused. Anyway, so you come to this website. Boom. Download it. It's going to go into your download folders, wherever it is. You need to drag and drop it into your actual Morrowind data files. So here's my Morrowind game, right? Data files, it needs to come in here. So just remember that. What is this going to do? This program, you never need to open it. I don't need to double click it. I don't need to do anything. It is an exe, but I don't need to do anything with it yet. It just needs to be in my data files. So that's step one. Now what I want to do is I want to mod Morrowind Comes Alive, and all those randomly generated NPCs, I want to get rid of them. So it's just causing a lag and a drain on my RAM, etc. And all I need is the mod itself so I can play my keening. But if I can delete the actual NPCs that are generated, it should help my my frames. So, okay, so here's what we're going to do. First and foremost, you need the construction set. As you can see, if you're like me, you're going to have the same problem. I initially downloaded my Morrowind to my program files x86. So what that means is if you did that, you have to run your construction set as administrator. So I'm not going to double click it. I'm going to right click, run as administrator. Yes, run as administrator. Okay, so then once you're in here, this is the construction set. You'll see file, edit, blah, 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 all this stuff. So I don't have any like mods loaded yet. This is just the wilderness. I don't actually, I still don't really know how to create an actual mod. So this tutorial is just about how to edit an existing one in the software that you'll need to do that with. So, you know, that's sort of like basic. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, underneath file, there's this folder here. So I'm going to click that, and I need to double click Morrowind, Tribunal, and Blood Moon. Just do it. And then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to double click MCA. Now if I go down even further, I have actually already done this, so it doesn't look like my my older saves are in there. So I'm starting a new save. So I have MCA and then Morrowind Tribunal, Blood Moon. So then I'm going to click OK. And what you're going to get is you're going to get all the, it's going to load, and it's going to get all these like warning messages, and that's okay. So this says continue running executable, cancel is yes to all. So click cancel. If you don't have cancel yes to all, just click yes, and then hold the enter key on your keyboard, and it'll like automatically click through all the yeses. So click and hold the enter key. So I'm just going to click cancel. Okay, so now I have, here's the, like everything in the mod, I guess, that I'm trying to edit. Now I want to get rid of NPCs. So you'll see all these tabs up here. They're NPC, creature, level creature, spell making, enchanting, alchemy, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what any of those do. I'm just here because I want to alter NPCs specifically. So I click NPC. So here, all of these MCA agent, archer, armiger, ashlander, all those, these are all the randomly generated NPCs. So it stops about right here. So what I want to do is, I could sit here all day and like right click, delete, right click, delete. But what you want to do is you want to click and then hold shift. Okay, you're holding shift on, whoops. I just scrolled up on my mouse wheel. That's not what I wanted to do, sorry. So you want to click. I'm going to hold shift, and then I'm going to click this one up here. So it highlights all of them. See that? So if I wanted to highlight from here to here, I would hold shift and then click right here. But if I want to highlight all of them, hold shift, click. Now I could just scroll up, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll up all the way to the top, hold shift, click. So all of these randomly generated NPC, references are now highlighted. Okay. Everything's highlighted that I want to get out of MCA. I just want, you know, the ESM, which I'm going to turn into an ESP using that test3 exe that I showed you. But right here, I need to right click and then delete. Yes. So I'm going to click here. If I click on using my mouse, I'm going to click through all of them. But here I can just click and hold enter and see how it kind of just like spams through it. So just click hold that. And again, you can do this with, let's say there's some mod that there's something about you don't like. You want to delete a texture or a clothing item or something. You could potentially do that using this procedure here in the same way. So that's on you to experiment with it. I'm doing it with these NPCs. So now you'll see next to each of the item IDs, there's a times D. That means D for disabled or deleted. So they're all deleted. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Save, and where do I want to save my new mod? So I'm going to go to local disk. I'm always going to save it, and this is critical. You need to save it. Don't save it in some like external whatever. Just go to your data files and then save it right in here. So, and I can name it anything. But what it's going to do is, you'll notice it says ESP. It's an ESP file. So in here, if I go to MCA, if I remember my alphabet correctly. Where the heck is my MCA? Oh, yeah, it's not in here. I'll have to figure. Oh, I didn't even have it in here. So anyway, I think I'll have to get that. Anyway, I'm gonna do something unique. I'm gonna do I don't know. I'm gonna do one MCA, and it's an ESP file. So the original MCA is an ESM file, so that stands for master file. ESPs are not master files. They serve the same function and they do basically the same thing, but you can't edit directly a master file, so you have to create an ESP file. So it'll save like this. So I'm going to save. Boom. Okay. So now, if I come back in here, where's my thing? There we go. So here, one MCA. So there's the mod that I just created. I could have swore that, yeah. So MCA was right here. It just didn't show up when I saved it. So it is here. So now what I need to do is I need to do some funny business. This part gets complicated, so you're going to have to pay attention pretty closely. I'm going to okay, this is what I need to do. Let me just check. What I need to do is I need to come down to my search engine here. And I'm going to type in PowerShell. Okay. I'm not going to click on it. I'm going to click on Run as Administrator. Okay. And this is a Windows program. I'm going to click Yes. Okay, so now I have this. So what I have to do now is I have to type a code. And what is that code? Let me see here. I wrote it down. I'm just reading it. So what I need to do is Wait, you know what? I wonder, actually, you know what, before I do this, let me come in here. I have MCA enabled. See, this is MCA ESM. Let me see if, where's my MCA? I have a weird color scheme, I know. Let me come down. I need to find my new saved. Is it at the top? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Needs to load after. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do that. Enable it. And then let's forget about PowerShell thing for right now. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to click play. And let's see what happens. Let's see if all my NPCs are gone. So obviously you can see I've been playing around with MCA. So you notice that I have the original MCA
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
loaded in my load order.
Why must you? I think you're a
Let's check my frames. So my frames are a little better. And yeah, there's no NPCs. This one comes from the Keening mod, but I don't see any of those randomly generated NPCs. It's just the protectors and the watchers, but that's part of the mod itself. I don't see any pilgrims. I don't see, hold on.
Caning. City of Hope.
Yeah, so the traveling merchant is gone. Now you can see my frames are a lot better. They're like double what they were. I'm pushing, you know, 50, 60 frames. But before, like here, it was like 30 frames.
It pulled my tail.
Stay true to the cause.
So this is exactly what I wanted, and there you go. Now, I don't know why Keening is so laggy. There's just like a lot going on. I noticed there's like falling leaves. There's like a falling leaf animation. So I don't know, maybe I could go back in and disable that. See, there's that falling leaf. That's probably causing some kind of lag. I could probably come over and delete, you know, this smoke from the smokestacks. And I could probably even do that. I don't even necessarily need to do that in the construction set, I don't think. I'm not sure. But I can turn off my collision. I could probably come in here, and then this purple block is what's creating the smoke. I could click on this, and then I probably could just do set delete 1, which just deletes it. Maybe that'll help me with my frames, because it's just like, you know, another animation kind of deal. You can do disable too, but I don't think disable. Oh crap! I accidentally clicked the chimney. Whoops. I don't think I can disable that anyway because, yeah, I don't think I can disable the chimney because it's part of the ESM, maybe. So, but disable just like makes it go invisible. I don't think it turns off scripts. So, you know, you can come around here, and I think this could work. This is kind of like a jerry-rigged way of doing this. I don't think you should do it like this, I'm going to be honest. You should probably go into the construction set, find those items, and you know what? I just deleted them all, so... Oh, here's one. So what you can do is click on it here like this, and then type ORI, enter, and this will show you where it comes from. So this comes from Keening, so this doesn't come from MCA, obviously. But what I would do is I would do the same process in the construction set, and then maybe find this ID, chimney underscore smoke small, and then I could like delete that, and then save it, create an ESP file with it. Now, I would like to give credit to none other than Sector, who was the person who believed in me. He believed in me and gave me a chance to prove myself as a modder officially. He is the one who I met on Discord, the Morrowind modding Discord. And he's the one who showed me how to do this. There were some other steps. He showed me in the PowerShell. I was going to show you guys the whole PowerShell thing, but you know, you apparently don't have to do that because I already did that. So if you have any issues with that, what does that look like? Well, you have to let me come here. You have to do this. You have to do period backslash test 3 cmd.exe. Whoops, that's EDE. EXE. So you're running this program. That is the program that we're running. Where is it? There. I'm going to space my ESM. I'm telling it to convert the ESM and to convert it into MCA.ESP. Okay? And I think this is the thing that I do it with. Give me 1 second here, people. Oh, wait a minute. There's something I forgot. Hold on. Okay. First of all, I have to direct this, I have to direct this correctly. So before I do that, I have to, so this is my data files, right? Boom, here's my game. So I'm going to hover over Morrowind, right click, copy address as text. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me right click data files, copy address as text. Let me delete all this. I'm sorry. And then I need to type in CD. Then I'm going to paste that whole thing in. So this is where my test 3 CMD is, right? Okay, everybody following me along here now? Then I need to space actually I don't need to space. Let me just click enter. Boom. Term is not recognized as Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I know. Sorry, let's do it. And see, this is why I'm making this video, so you guys can. These are the types of errors that could happen for you. I have to do CD space quotation marks, end quotation marks. Make sure, see this little flashing bit? If I press space or click over here or something, don't do that. Click the word end on your keyboard, END. So I need to backspace. I need to press end. You know, see, here it is. I need to go back to the very end of this. Now I click enter. Okay, so then you're going to get this line. See program, so it's saying, okay, so what's going on in this here deal? Now I'm going to do period, backslash test 3 cmd.exe, okay, space esm mca.esp. So what is this going to do? This means that this is going to convert my ESM into the ESP file. Now, I know I already have it in here. Here's the mod that I created. But you need to do this if you've never done this before. You need to do this process. Where's my MCA? Because I'm sorry, I am not a modder. I'm still learning all this stuff myself. But you basically need to convert this into, like, I'm probably butchering the appropriate way to explain this. But this right here comes from the website, right? You need to convert this into, like, a quote-unquote a file that is recognized from the construction set as something that was edited. It's like, it's no longer directly from, you know, Neoptolemus. He's the guy who created it, and it's like, it's a part of your construction set now, basically. So it is no longer Neoptolemus's baby, it's your baby. So you're going to click this, and click enter, boom. Dang it. Oh, fatal error, because it already exists. Use overwrite to overwrite, scripted blah, 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 blah. See, I already did this. So that's why, that's why it popped that up. Or now, you know what? What I'm going to do is, okay, so what I'm going to do is click up on your keyboard. So it'll turn this back into this. And you know what? I'm going to rename this. Backspace. Yes, I provide is open and oh, cancel. Okay, sorry. Let me exit. Yes. See all these little details. Backspace, enter. Yes, I provide administrator permission. So here's my MCA ESM, and this is the one that I created, blah, blah, blah. It is an ESP. Okay, so what I need to do is, let's flip this on its head. I need to come back here. I need to do ESP. And I need to do ESM. I need to convert the ESP to the ESM. So I'm going to click enter. gosh darn it, what am I doing wrong? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. So this is my, it's probably because it's already here. So this is my ESM. So what I'm going to do is, let me come over here. See, notice how I have multiple, files open. Yes, this is my ESM. I'm just double checking. I'm going to put it right there. Okay. So now that that's over there, so now I just have my ESP file. So this is my ESP file, right? So I need to make a copy of this as an ESM. Okay, so let's try this again. Up. So I need to, this is basically saying in this file, I'm using this program, test3cmd. I'm converting my created ESP back into an ESM file. Boom. All right. Well, I already did this, and it's giving me this error. So for you, if you haven't done this yet, it shouldn't give you that error. So please don't hate me if I didn't explain this correctly. I'm sorry. This is the worst video I've ever made. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this back in there. ESM, I'm just being, anal about this right now. OCD. Is my ESP ESM here? So I'm gonna go ahead and click out of this. And I guess I can click out of my my thing there. So MCA ESM, MCA ESP. Let me re-enable it. Anyway, I already showed you that it works, but those are some of the steps that you have to do. The main culprits for those of you who are having issues actually modding is not running your construction set as an administrator. So you have to do that. That is very important. Make sure you do that. And, this is
An honor, to be sure.
the step of showing you how to convert your ESM into an ESP, then an ESP back into a new ESM that you can use and reference. Now, why do you have to do that? Because you cannot alter the ESM from whatever website you downloaded it from. You cannot alter that. So what do I mean by that? I mean that
You'll get more than you bargained for from me.
when you edit an ESM, well, you're not. You're creating essentially a new ESP in the construction set. So you're not going, it's not like a normal file where you go into a file and then, edit it, save it, and then it overwrites the master file, the ESM. It's not doing that. You can't do that. You have to create a new ESP to do that. And then once you create your ESP, you're going to use that test program to convert the ESP back into a new ESM. And then as you can see, it all works really well. And now I still have my keying mod. All the heads are there. If you don't have MCA, all the heads on all the characters will become like invisible. So you don't want that. And as you can see, it works. And I did it! My first mod. Are you all proud of me? That's right. Morrowind, my Morrowind is no longer requesting mods on Discord anymore. I'm here. I'm making my own. So look out, people. Alright, everybody, if you enjoyed, well, good for you. And, you know, stay tuned for the next adventure right here on my Morrowind.